Welcome to this edition of It's Your City. I'm Karen Abowd, your supervisor for Ward 1, here to recap for you a bit of yesterday's Board of Supervisors meeting. As the Liquor and Entertainment Board, the board approved a liquor license for Anthony Fish to reopen Sassafras in a new location. They will be located at 1500 Old Hot Springs Road. We wish Tony and Jamie all the success in the world. We held a public hearing to approve the reduction of area, extension of term, and restatement of Carson City Airport lease agreement regarding the airport lease with Shade Tree Aviation. The public hearing was closed and the lease was ultimately approved. Also, we approved a contract with BDA Architecture PC to provide the design, development, and construction bidding assistance for the Carson City Animal Control Facility through December 31st of 2016 for a not-to-exceed price of $311,995. I'm excited to say that the construction date for the animal control facility has been bumped up in terms of completion to December of 2015, so we look forward to our new shelter facility. Also, through open space, the board accepted the recommendation from the Regional Transportation Commission for the approval of the Federal Land Access Program Project Memorandum of Agreement for the State Route 28 corridor between Carson City and the Tahoe Transportation District as the lead agency, with many other named parties that are involved in that. This established the anticipated responsibilities of each party in the development, construction, and future maintenance of facilities on the State Route 28 project area, from Incline Village to Spooner Summit. If any of you have driven up there in the summertime, you know that people are parking on all sides of that highway, and it's quite dangerous. This will establish parking lots at designated locations all along that route. Of considerable discussion was a master plan amendment to change the land use designation of property located south of Highway 50 West at Lake Tahoe Golf Course Drive. This larger issue was zoning that area residential as opposed to quasi-public, which it currently is. The secondary access for that being residential and to allow homeowners to have a secondary access in case of fire to get out of that area, it was felt that it would impact Clear Creek Road, which has had a lot of impact with development in that area and is in dire need of repair and privately owned. So the recommendation for the master plan amendment was ultimately denied, and I'm sure the issue will come before the board yet again in another format. Also, the board reviewed and accepted the employee efficiency study performed by Moss Adams. Now, that study had several findings. There were commendations as well as recommendations. Of the commendations, managers and department directors reported highly valuing participation in the Internal Finance Committee. Managers consistently stated that the IFC enabled them to better understand citywide priorities and service delivery requirements. Also, city employees, it was recognized, perform multiple functions to meet diverse needs across departments. Health and Human Services is pursuing accreditation from the CDC, which will align all policies, procedures, and practices with industry best practices, as well as improve training and development for staff. It was noted that the Carson City Sheriff's Office operates an industry best practice volunteer program that enables the city to significantly reduce costs and engages the community to play an active role in the city's public safety. And lastly, the assessor and Health and Human Services leverage their expertise to provide services to other municipalities. Now, operational findings and recommendations citywide were noted. Much of these will be part of the Board of Supervisors strategic planning session that will be held in January. But among those recommendations were that we create a pool of administrative and analytical staff to support management, perform special projects, and fill in for vacancies. Also, as the city's financial position recovers, it was suggested that we scale back IFC involvement in the recruitment process when many of those positions have been pre-approved. It was suggested as well that we evaluate the necessity of each board, commission, and committee and consider staff impacts with new governing bodies or when special meetings are proposed. It was recommended that we complete the city's asset inventory, develop a plan to address deferred maintenance needs, and determine associated impacts on resource requirements. Also recommended was that we develop an IT strategic plan with a focus on how to leverage technology to develop more efficient workflows, provide more cost-effective customer service, and more efficiently utilize the IFC Technology Governance Committee. That we fully assess citywide document and knowledge management needs and develop a comprehensive technology strategy that includes a citywide records retention policy, and that we coordinate grant activities across the city in order to gain efficiencies, strengthen compliance, and improve strategic pursuit of grants. Also, Moss Adams pointed up various departmental findings and recommendations with suggestions. The city manager will pursue those with department heads and report quarterly to the Board of Supervisors on progress and on solutions. And before I close today, I would just like to give a mention to the fact that Cafe at Adele's will be hosting Cookies with Santa to benefit the Ron Wood Family Resource Center's collection of Toys for Tots. This event will be held Saturday, December 13th. It starts at 10 in the morning and goes till 2:30 in the afternoon. Santa will be on hand for photos. Please bring an unwrapped toy for a child. And hot chocolate and cookies will be provided for all attendees. We ask just a $5 donation from adults, and these proceeds will go to Ron Wood for Toys for Tots. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you, and have safe and happy holidays.